Slick Rick CM asks, how do you know God is real?
Slick Rick CM, thank you for this question. I really appreciate it. This is a question that everyone really has in the back of their minds. I know I'm not going to answer the whole depth of this question in this couple minute video, but I'm going to answer just a quick question. Maybe I could make a longer, more elaborate answer. Here's what I want to say to you. How do I know if God is real? Let me ask you the question. How do you know anything is real? Because 95% of what you know, and I'm not just talking about you, Slick Rick, and you're probably asking this in a nice way, but anyone out there who's watching this video, who's kind of bent on it, people who ask this question really kind of, in my experience, ask it with they want to know some hard evidence. How do you know God's real? They ask it like that. They want factual evidence, like proof, like a jury, God on the dock, let's prove that God is real with what evidence. And so that's kind of what I'm, in my background, what I'm answering this with. I'm going to say, well, how do you know anything is real? Everything you know, did you have hard evidence to scrutinize and to deliberate whether or not it was real or not? I don't know if anyone has ever been to the continent of Africa or Antarctica. Let's do that because some of you might have, I don't know. Did you ever go there to Antarctica? No, but people told you to, or people told you that Antarctica exists. It's a real place, textbooks and all that, scientists or whatever. And 95% of what you know in your head in real life, you didn't experience firsthand. You didn't get proof. You know it because someone credible told it to you. You know it because someone credible you believe, you trust, told it to you, told you that it was real. So if you trust or you think someone's credible, like a scientist or your parents or your friends, this is what you know to be real. So for me, I've never been to, I've been to Oklahoma, I was going to say Nebraska, nor do I want to ever go to Nebraska. But I think it's a real place. I know it's a real place because, well, maps tell me, and I trust those, and people researchers and history books and all this stuff. I know that Nebraska exists, even if I've never tasted, experienced it, felt it, grabbed the Nebraskan dirt into my hands for myself. But 95%, this is what C.S. Lewis says, 95% of what you know, you didn't experience firsthand. You actually experienced or trust a credible resource. Now, to answer the question, how do you know God is real? Credible resources. This is probably the one biggest thing that I think Christians know, and I think is valid to believe in, that the Bible is the most historically accurate piece of ancient literature ever to be found ever in the world. 95% accuracy, 97% accuracy compared to Homer's Iliad or whatever, the Odyssey, which is 5% accurate or whatever. So credible resources, eyewitnesses, first hand testimonies, these accounts. I'll go back into it because some of them will be the apostles were lying or whatever. It's not true because they could have. Okay, we're gonna go there. Okay, I'm gonna go a little more elaborate. If I wrote a book about Obama, right? I wrote a book about Obama and I said, here, this is Obama. Obama, you know what? Let me tell you about something about Obama. This guy Obama, he walked on water. This fool walked on water. He shot laser beams out of his eyes and he pooped cats. All right. And so if I wrote that book and I circulated it, do you think people in this day would believe me? No. Do you think people in 20 years would believe me? No. Why? Because people existed at the time of Obama being alive, and they're like, no, he didn't poop cats or shoot laser beams out of his eyes or walk on water. So here's my point. People who wrote the Bible wrote it as contemporaries. People in that day could have checked them and could have said and refuted and said, this isn't real, and they would have gone nowhere. But since it was real, and it did happen, and people did believe, first-hand witnesses accounts that, yes, that's how you know that God is real. On top of that, next, or Jesus, I should say at least Jesus is real. And second on that, as a Christian, we believe in our hearts that the Holy Spirit testifies to us and says, hey, it testifies to our faith. Hey, God is real. It's completely okay as a Christian to say, I know that, God is real because the Spirit, I feel the Spirit testifying to me. I'm using big church words, telling me, reassuring me, affirming me. This is in Romans somewhere. I should have the verse up, and I'm just kind of answering this. So, yes, I think that's a quick way to answer it. I wish I had. I know people are asking for more answers there, but that's what I'm answering with. You just first-hand accounts, first the apostles, and then the Holy Spirit. That's how you know God is real.